I'll read this last super chat, and we are good to go. Lander with the 5 saying, I swear chat just donates to throw off Straub and Rev's trains of thought. Really? Really?
It's what my chat does too.
How'd you know? How did you know?
They use my brain damage against me.
Oh, here we go. Demon time. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt. Demon with the 5 saying, speaking of Neuro, after playing Pragmata, I want to see a stream where Vito plays the main game while Neuro does the hacking stuff.
Which is better, American or Italian
That's actually
pizza?
a golden idea. That's a really
Italian
good
pizza.
idea. In
By
fact,
far.
they should have a game. Someone should
By far,
develop a
Nimbus.
game
Italy wins.
based on their dynamic, similar to Pragmata. Am I wrong? That does sound really cool. That could actually work. That could actually work.
I agree with you, Iron.
And Lander with the 2 saying, dang, anime girl on the left image would... How about you hold on to those thoughts until we get through the story, okay? Awesome, I'm glad you're covering it. Yes. Yes. And there's going to be a lot more, I have a feeling. I feel like today is just like a primer for what's to come. Because Asmongold has weighed in on this situation, although, you know, a little bit briefly. But, yeah, there's a lot to be said here. And I'm going to be a bit, you know, I'm not trying to get too in-depth here. Too deep into things, because there is personal stuff. And we always got to be careful. Jeez Louise, dude. What are we doing, chat? Everyone, rise up and give me some 07s in the chat. What are we... Is this another one of those streams, guys? We just talked about distracting me. And you got friendly neighborhood oil man. Could you even craft a better name for someone who just dropped a $200 super chat saying, stuck in the Middle East, but they finally approved my hazard pay. Take my money for the new PC, my guy. You are doing an amazing service. I am saluting you. Everyone in the chat, big salutes. 200 bones straight to this dome from your friendly neighborhood oil man. I'm glad you got out of the Oiler convention and found the time to come into the stream. Thank you so much. To you and everyone else going absolutely crazy in this stream. As usual, thank you guys. I promise. What are we doing?
I don't know if you saw that, but just a slight clarification.
Okay. But wait! They have more! Patrick with the $100 super chat. 07's in the chat for another red super saying, are we speed running the new PC fun for Rev and Straub? And Straub? Well, actually, I mean, yeah. At this point, you're like my co-host.
Yeah.
So it is our computer. That's right.
I'm the co-host.
Thank you very much for the 100 smackaroos, Patrick.
Look at it.
Look at it! Look at it! You must look at it!
What is that from? That's SpongeBob.
Yes. Look at it! Look at it! You will die if you don't look at it!
I understand
the
why their
episode where
marriage
he's like,
dynamic works,
You know,
chat.
a SpongeBob thinks he's ugly.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like showing SpongeBob around. Look at it! Alright, guys. Thank you, Patrick, for the 100. You're very generous. Thank you guys all. You're too kind. Okay? You're too kind. I'm just checking some real quick.
We like to get our information correct.
Okay. I think we're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Just a small clarification, and really doesn't change much here, but wanted to add that in. Okay, so we got our story straight. If you've been on Twitter, there's been a big discussion about an individual named Vex Milk. Is that really milk?
I mean, she talks
It's
about
MLK.
She talks about milk a lot.
She talks about milk a lot, so I guess it's Vex Milk, but we'll call her Vex.
I say that it's more of a home
We
field
have a
advantage
situation
type
where
deal.
right now she is private. Her account is locked. This is someone who's been in a lot of controversy, and this latest one is one that people are very upset about. Because she shared a screenshot of an email that contained the personal information of this guy right here, a VTuber by the name of Kodiak. And it appears someone responding to that post used that information to then contact his place of employment. He has been fired, and people are very upset. Now, it's not as black and white. I mean, this is already a very messy situation. But you have to understand who we're dealing with here. This is not our first run-in with this Vex individual, okay? And the main crux of what happened here is Kirsha making a call-out post as a part of her stream that eventually resulted in Vex going private. And, well, before I get into the next part, because I want to be careful here with what I'm saying, because you'll understand why. I'll get one last 07. She's rolling her eyes, Chet. I commit to, if it's pink or red, I gotta read it now.
Respectable.
It's respectable. 07's in the chat real quick. We got another 50 from Based Oil Lord Ren saying, Rev, please stay for about 30 more years. Once I get my inheritance, I will on paper become a literal oil baron. That's the plan. First of all, actually, let me just clarify. I want to stay for more than 30 years, if that's possible. I will stay here, hopefully for many more years than that. But I am honored. We have multiple oil barons in the chat today. But thank you again, Ren, for that. But let's get into the situation, okay? This is the part where it gets a little complicated. I want to clarify things because Vex is a member, at least for now, at Advanced GG. You guys know I used to be a partner.
Are you also mutuals?
I'm still mutuals.
I
have the line of communication open.
Or did I unfollow?
I have the line of communication open. And, well, we know what happened. Me and Straub, we got terminated. I don't want to talk about it at this point. I said my piece about them. Okay? And if you want a breakdown of how that all happened, it's my opinion, Straub's
Please,
opinion.
guys, drive safe.
Anybody looking at this objectively, that what happened to us was completely unfair. If you want the full breakdown, there's videos out there. I believe Leaflet made a video. Kazahana, Smash JT, Kirsha talked about it. There's videos out there going over the situation. It was very disappointing. And that's the tie-in here. I'm not trying to get into anything with Advanced right now, but obviously this is one of their partners and someone who was involved in the harassment against us and was very vocal against us. So you understand that while I said I don't want to talk about Advanced anymore unless something develops, I never said I'm not going to talk about their talents. And I've bitten my tongue about this Vex individual a lot. If you look at their account right now, they're private, okay? They're not taking the heat well, and they're claiming that they're receiving some threats, and we'll get into that in a moment, but this is why...
Better not be any of my battle bears. Y'all better not be threatening that woman. Better not. I made it very, very clear, guys. Do not harass her. Leave her alone. That hurts me. It doesn't help me. Please leave her alone.
I kind of have a hard time forgetting about this individual. This was back during the week-long campaign where people are trying to get me and Straub removed from Advanced. Vex saying I'm going to keep it short and easy for others to understand where I stand on the situation with Advanced. F Ice and F Rev. I mean that with my entire heart. He doesn't deserve to be a part of this company, but I'm also understanding of the fact that there's legal proceedings that have to happen with a contract of this caliber. I don't know what she's even talking about there, but you can see that she was clear. She wanted us gone. And then she was, through the midst of this, telling this to another user, F you, F Ice, F your god, F your mother for birthing you, F your father for not dumping you in a sock. Your mom should have used a effing coat hanger to end you.
Oh my
F
God.
off and go your to your sister, which is, again...
Dude, she really went this fucking nuclear on Rev back then? Holy shit. Woman, you need Jesus. Like, badly. Holy... What the fuck is this?
Again, why are these people so aggressive with their sexual comments to complete strangers on the internet?
She is mentally unstable.
Here's another post during this where they said, I will block you if you defend Rev or Straub, you absolute effing bootlicking weirdos.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
F Ice and absolutely F you.
What did I do?
Nothing. You committed the crime of being my wife.
My wife.
And by the way, this was all over me quoting someone and saying they're being performative with their tweets about Ice. So that's the whole context of all this, by the way. But then she adds on saying she's muting all this.
Vinny,
attacking us.
Vinny.
And she would end it by saying,
stop.
F Ice, F Rev, and F you if you defend either one. Get back on your knees where you belong and keep bootlicking.
Stood up for you
Maybe
before
they'll
your
praise
official
you eventually
statement.
because God knows your parents didn't.
Do you guys understand why I'm going forward with this now? I didn't even know about all this.
Okay. There was also this individual, Max. I thought this interaction was unhinged, where Vex has been doing this to other people as well, tagging Advance, saying, I don't think this guy needs to be partnered with you. He has some very hateful views that disrespect a ton of your consumers, and calls him stupid. And then says she doesn't debate with people who don't believe basic healthcare and human rights. God doesn't.
Do you want to know something? That's how it started with me and Vex. Because she got into a tangle with me after I told Miss Lala to go fuck off. That's why I'm on Vex's radar, because I told Lala, fuck Lala. In the Ice thing. That's why this woman hates me. That's why I got cut from Advanced. The way that I did. And I can forever hate that company as much as I want. And she allowed that to happen. What's up, Awesome? How you doing, buddy?
Doesn't love you. And this is also a person who said you can't be racist against white people. And this was their reaction.
I kind of got sick, dude, and my nasal cavity started to kill, and I couldn't focus on the game anymore. So I'm watching content now.
Action when me and Straub were terminated from Advanced, saying he's gone, F yeah, those are my gamers.
Which it was deleted.
Which, yeah, basically everything you're looking at is deleted. And that's why when I saw her recent crash outs over the past 2 days, I screenshotted everything. I knew it was going to happen. I knew she was going to eventually go private, like she has. This is the person who just gleefully enjoyed being a part of this whole campaign against me, and this is the...
She's a xenomorph human hybrid VTuber. I didn't even know what the fuck she even was.
person who represents a company. And it's their choice. This is who they want. And my conduct was not in accordance with their values, but that's it. That's all. You can make your...
Even though Rev made them more money in a year than Vex ever has in her entire 6 years of being with Advanced. But okay. Let's just listen to the, clinical idiot.
Judgments from here. I don't have to say any more. So you understand why I would have a bit of a chip on my shoulder towards this individual. It's not exactly a great thing to have. But this was someone who was not only, a part of the same company as me, but they were directly hoping and celebrating for our removal. So over the past couple of days, this is my screenshot of them throwing a pity party, talking about how they're not a bad person, and they don't deserve to be treated the way they...
Hey, thank you for the follow, dude, Bronze. Thank you. Appreciate the follow, bro.
They've been treated. And that there's nothing they've said and nothing they've done that warrants anyone threatening their life. Which, of course, nobody deserves to have their life threatened. But they go on to say, you can't preach moral superiority and say the most depraved and disgusting things to someone at the same time. You need therapy. And all I'll say is projection.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Massive projection.
Yep.
And also, the threatening of life, they're not too foreign to that, as we'll see themselves. But they say that they're basically a victim. That they don't understand why they're being treated poorly. And if you just saw, the way they've treated us, like which by the way, we had never interacted with this person before. But Celestium would try to have a conversation. There was this tweets by Vex, I believe deleted, talking about men and women who create not safe for work content. I don't really care, right? They're talking about sex workers and basically saying how ignorant people are when it comes to the subject.
No, I'm not. I'm not ignorant at all. Only thing that happened was that you moved prostitution from the street corner into your fucking office. Literally. That's all you did. It's not that hard. It's 2 + 2 = 4.
Whatever, right? But eventually, Celestium would reply and say, why are you so angry? Because when she made her post criticizing what Vex said sex work is not consent, and just because someone creates not safe for work content, that is not an invitation into their space. I have a man, plus I'm not sorry, plus you could never compare, plus L, plus...
Dude, this woman is a 3. If she's got a boyfriend, that means he's a giant fucking cuck. Cucking for a 3.
Plus cope.
El Bozo.
And that's in response to basically saying what Celestium said, is because...
I'm trying to be nice,
why are you so
bro.
angry that if you want to do sex work while you're with someone, you're free to do so, but it might rattle up your man. And any person who's worth their salt will not be openly with someone who's doing sex work. It's degrading to yourself, but disrespectful to give yourself to others while you claim to be in love with a person. And that's her opinion. That's Celestium's opinion. And this was Vex's response by saying, I have a man, I'm not sorry, you could never compare, L. Cope. And Celestium simply says,
dude, she's got a functioning relationship, Vex. What the heck, dude? Oh, he looks like one too? Oh.
Why are you so angry? And she says,
Brother,
that's
you're
anger
taking
to
L's.
you.
Stop.
That's scary. And then someone says, you're kind of malding right now. And she replies by saying, and you're balding. What's your point? Then around that time, she says, if you think sex work makes you a schmore, boy, do I have a world for you to explore. Shut the actual F up, you uneducated Cabbage Patch Kid.
What?
This is all in the 2 days leading up until now.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hide you on screen real quick.
And I believe I already read this. This is another reply during all this saying, you're still a see you next Tuesday. I have never been rude to anyone who didn't come at me sideways first. Please go be a lonely, bitter, miserable, mean B-word somewhere else.
She's definitely been rude to me.
This is...
You've got to be kidding me. You came out of left field for me when I had not even talked to you about you in 2 months. What the hell is this woman's problem?
This was posted 2 days ago. So I would ask, what did I do to you to cause a torrent of tweets coming at my sponsorship, coming at my fans, saying all these awful things? I never been coming at you sideways. We never did that. So this is clearly a lie. They openly go after people all the time. This is not new. This is a never-ending cycle, a daily cycle for this individual. And this is all the stuff leading to this tweet, saying I'm not a bad person and I don't deserve to be treated the way I've been treated.
What?
And while people were calling out the hypocrisy, Azahara saying, you push to get a content creator you don't like to lose his sponsors because you don't agree with him politically, referring to me. Some of your comments and replies seem to contradict your not a bad person claims. You block anyone who pointed that out because you can't take criticism. Can't say I know you, but everything in your social media account seems to project the opposite of what you're claiming in this post. Which, to, my own observation seems pretty fair.
She is.
And I don't think this is a rude post at all. I think it's a genuine response. And she says, except I didn't. I was the scapegoat because I was the first thing they saw when they logged into the website. That's it. I didn't even know who they were prior to the incident. What's happening now doesn't even have anything to do with them.
Whoa.
F off.
That's crazy.
Well, the thing is, we're talking about being hateful. And there is a line of history. And now she's gaslighting about her own experience. She's gaslighting everyone about what happened
I gotta go take a hot shower
with our
soon
sponsorship.
after this
And
chat.
Straub would quote her, and of course, didn't she block you?
She's
I'm
not
feeling miserable.
I guess,
right
whatever.
Now, chat.
Straub quotes saying, why lie? You definitely were actively involved. As someone who can also be a very emotional person, trust me, these tweets aren't helping you. Log off and try to relax and appreciate the good things in your life. Showing one of the, 5+ tweets where she said F ice, F rev, all of those things. Absolutely insane. And
I will say that what I said right there was very genuine, by the way, because I can tell based on her post that she does have some trouble.
I'm unironic when I say log off.
Yeah.
I'm not being mean.
No, because sometimes I have to log off too. I mean, I'm not.
And same
I don't
here.
think I'm necessarily on the same level in terms of my replies to people.
This is the thing, and I see it, guys. I see it. I'll get to it. Let me finish this thought, okay? I'm someone who's crashed out on Twitter. Okay, I've had crash outs. I've said dumb things. I've gotten wrapped up in my feels and said things that I look back and I'm like, nah, too far, dude. That was too much. But this is a pattern of behavior for the months I've observed. I really only came across this person when they were trying to get my sponsorship removed. And once they were on my radar, all I've seen is non-stop aggressive posts to
I don't know, Faye.
endless people on a 24/7 scale. It's not good for you. So genuinely log off. Take a break. Touch grass. Do something else other than argue with people on Twitter all day. It's not helping you.
I didn't even know that you did this with Rev and Straub. I thought that Rev said what he said about Ice, and then Advanced GG got rid of him. I had no idea that she said this.
Like, don't you want to, like, go VTube? Like, go be a VTuber or something. Go have fun.
Or go hang out with your...
Go hang out with...
She has a boyfriend. She has family.
Yeah, go hang out with your man, your family.
They go do things together.
Go do stuff. That's great. I'm glad you have those things in your life. That's good. Unironically.
We can all use that.
We can all use that. Including myself. But, like, unironically,
I'm touching myself
just
tonight.
Chill. So when you come out throwing a pity party about, like, I understand why I'm getting hate, well... No one should be hating anyone, but like when you've been just spreading vitriol nonstop.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Don't act surprised when this is how people view you, as someone who's doing something hateful. And you know who's not hateful? Steve. With the $500 super chat. 500 bones. I know you guys already did your 07s.
Did I?
Do it again. I am saluting you.
Did I get raided or something? Did I miss something? Why am I getting, like, followed out the ass right now? What the fuck is happening
I'm touching myself
here?
Tonight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. What is happening? Hey guys, welcome to the stream.
I'm touching myself tonight.
I can't even say hi. Hi, new chatters. How are you? Oh my god.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Every time I say a word, you guys fucking hit the follow button. Are we good now? Are we good? Are we good? Nobody else? God damn it. Thank you for the follow, Canon64. Thank you, buddy. Welcome. Don't forget to wipe your feet. What's up? Oh shit. I'm new here? Yeah, what's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm touching myself tonight.
Darling Straub, you're in here? Oh, sweet Lord.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Straub, did you send a whole bunch of people over here? Straub, thank you. Thank you for the follow. What am I doing to get... Oh, Straub shared the link? Thank you, Straub. You are a wonderful human. Thank you. It's for Deadpool. I think it's funny from Deadpool, alright? Oh, God. Well, welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys for following the link. Kodiak is still sick from, like, the little clip that Kirsche put out everywhere, tonight. And that is why the hell you're even here. So, yeah, I'm trying to work my way through watching Rev do this while I'm sick as a dog, so I apologize. Don't bear with all the support. Ha ha ha, we're just all funny, aren't we? Okay. I get a golden kappa, and then I get a follow from Darling Straub in the same... Wait, what'd you just say, Straub? Sorry about your job. I hope it gets worked out. Also, yes, I recognize it from Deadpool. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Okay, guys. Okay, all right. Are we all cool now so that I can explain this while I'm all like stuffed up and got a nose infection and all that crap? Wait. What? Oh my god, Vinny. Rev up those numbers. Let's go. Thank you guys for being in stream. And yes, guys, go if you guys aren't already, go over there and follow Darling's Drop. She's a wonderful, wonderful human. Oh my goodness gracious. Hi, Pixel. Thank you for being in the kick chat, man. I don't even know what the heck is going on anymore. I would like to finish this to see what my Kamiyoshi, thinks about it. But every time I go to push play, I get like 10 follows. Oh, and I really appreciate it, Straub. I really do. Unfortunately, I got some work to do tomorrow. And it's going to be a long, long road until I see any justice, but I'm going to get it. So, I appreciate all of you guys supporting me. I really, really
is
do.
Insane.
Yeah.
Steve saying this. All these VTubers causing drama and firings.
Oh,
Yeesh.
we made it.
Thank you, Red, for dealing with all of this because, for one, I'm too employed for it. That is the most fair thing I have heard all day. That's why
I literally
I'm here.
can't thank you for that follow.
I'm so unemployed, I'm employed on this subject that I can inform you guys of
I did the
unemployed
wrong thing
behavior.
there. I'm so sorry.
I'm employed to give you guys what's happening with the unemployed. Does that make sense? But thank you so much, Steve. That's
Sorry, guys. I gotta pause it. I gotta do something real quick. What I gotta do is I gotta fix my nasal cavity so that I don't sound like I'm stuffed up to hell. Because this is really annoying when you're trying to stream. Like, really, really, really annoying. Here we go. Give you that. By the way, if you do get Rev in here, he definitely gets VIP status, Straw.
It's absolutely crazy, dude. That's absolutely insane. Thank you. That's
thank
crazy
you, Ceiling.
generosity.
Thank you for being in Kick.
Thank you.
Cream of Wheat, thank you for the follow over
Let's
on
get
Kick.
back into
Really
this thing,
appreciate
okay?
it.
We have this situation, right? Straub replies. We're talking about all this.
Thank you guys for all the
set of
support. I really
conversations.
appreciate it. Thank you.
And I point out this in Straub's reply. Realize the context of her reply stems from her asking, "Why do I get so much hate?" when this is how she's acted the past few days alone, threatening people and wishing for their deaths. And I predicted her response.
Oh, that's all right, Straub. That's okay. 100% okay. I literally, since I started becoming a VTuber, had 2 of my VIP slots reserved to you because I probably watch you guys. Just as much as Kirsche and Leaf. Yeah, I watch you guys on YouTube probably as much as I watch Leaf, and that's pretty much a lot nowadays.
I predicted it in the SpongeBob meme typing. It's
really
okay because
she's
she's not directly saying it. It's in memes, and
Memes
I told her
the
to
world.
log off. And man, should she have taken that advice on the 17th. Would have saved her a lot of trouble. And I point out just a couple of replies. Where someone not being nice to her. Of course, not being nice to her. But she replies by saying, "Urge to put this guy in his place. A grave." Another one saying, "I'm excited for this guy to go missing. I don't like him." Another one saying, "Silence, hetero."
What?
Another one saying, you better relax, buddy, or I'll effing fold your clothes.
Bro, you and Rev were getting all of this back in that whole entire advanced GG thing? Holy sweet lord. I did not realize that. I didn't even know that she called for you to you know, be nixed the way that you were. I just thought Advanced GG had a problem with what Rev said. I didn't know that this woman had said all this. Yeah, she kind of wild. Bro. I don't know how you stay sane after somebody did this to you.
While you're still in them.
You got a heart of gold, woman.
That's the type of stuff we're seeing. And I'm not even...
Thank you, Nighty.
Again, I predicted the response. People pointed out the exact screenshots.
She said. Well, she's
saying you're wishing harm upon internet randos.
Like, you two are like 100% accurate, Straub. She should have logged off. Like, I sometimes go on my rants, but then I get right off and I go do something else. This is just nuts. Like, I'm so glad that, like, Leaf coined the term Quango. Like, yeah, this is Quango behavior, man. Thank you guys for all the follows. Really appreciate it. Coming from Rev's stream, Vex is an animal, Pixel. It's not that she's an animal. Her issue lies in that she's got nothing going for her. That's the main problem. When you do something that revolves around emptiness of the soul, you have nothing. And that's her problem. She thinks her greatest asset is just doing whatever she wants. And now it's gone done, and it's come to me.
Not cool. And she responds the exact way I predicted, saying, they're memes, but go off, I guess. And then someone else would point that out, saying, in quotes, I'm not a bad person, end quote, proceeds to give several people death threats. And how does she respond? Memes are death threats, question mark. Okay.
There is literally you saying, you better relax, buddy. I'll effing fold your clothes while you're still in them. I've been in plenty of street fights in my life, woman, to know that that's a threat. Boy!
I'm touching myself tonight.
Thank you for the follow, Josh. Quangos be quangoing, chat. Oh my goodness. That's a meme. If you came up to me and said that to my face, yeah, dude, I'd be treating it like the streets of Cleveland.
So according to Vex,
I'm touching
you can
myself tonight.
send anything to someone.
Hey, thank you guys.
Messages saying,
Thank you for the follow, Simp.
the urge to put someone in their grave. As long as it's not.
Thank you guys for coming over
typing,
from
as long
Rev's
as it's
stream,
in a
by the way.
meme format,
Thank you.
as long as it's in a picture.
Happy birthday, by the way, Straub.
It's okay.
How would she feel if someone put a meme?
Oh, Lord. I forgot that it was your birthday, and I missed it going through that whole entire fiasco that morning. Oh. Happy birthday, Straub. I am sorry that I forgot about that. I am a rude person. She is an animal. She chooses to be an animal. You are far too kind to her, brother. Hey, dude. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm like literally trying to sue her, bro. Don't know if you noticed that. Did I say that?
Meme calling her
Oops.
a hoe or something. She clearly doesn't like it, but it's okay if it's a meme. It just doesn't make sense.
If someone posted a meme with a violent threat to her, she would be rightfully upset and would take it seriously.
Yeah.
So the fact that she's coping and saying, this doesn't matter, it's just memes, go off. I predicted
But
it,
this chick is still there.
and it's just
we
as lacking of accountability and maturity as I expected.
Bro, like, you guys don't get it. I literally, when you look in my closet, right above my literal firearm safe, I literally have 20 cans of Rev's flavor. I know exactly what was selling at Advanced GG. I know exactly why I applied to them. I applied because my Kamiyoshi was there. And I know why they got rid of me. They got rid of me because I stood up for law enforcement personnel because I used to be one. Wait, what? Wait, Rev, are you in here? Rev's flavor was great. Rev's flavor was awesome. It wasn't great. It was the pinnacle of anything that Advanced GG ever made. Which is why it constantly sold out all the time. The thing that you're not getting, he is listening with me on my... What the... hey, what up, Kamiyoshi? Hey, dude. Hey. Hey, dude, thanks for talking about my stuff, man. Thank you.
I knew this would happen. And also, Daniel Santana.
You can't just copy it, dude, and put it to Gamer Subs.
$50
That causes a lot of problems
pink
later.
super chat, simply saying, "Hello, Rev."
Shut up,
Thank
Vinny.
you
Shut
very
your...
much.
Stop
dude. I
laughing at
appreciate
me,
the
Vinny.
50. I have to read the reds and pinks. It is a obligation to the stream, okay? And I know this is probably making a certain sect of people very mad.
Well, yeah, Josh, you're right. It probably did.
Let's continue on. Around this time...
Especially when you got the people who bought... Especially when... DJ... Somebody put my mod in the basement. He's being rude. Yes, I am, okay? You guys are being so rude and disrespectful right now. But, like, when they would do the collabs, it was the thing that was everywhere. Like, why would you get rid of that? There's no logical sense behind it, Josh. You wouldn't... Why would you get rid of all that income? 2 plus 2 is, like, equaling fish in that equation.
Vex is facing some controversy, and 07's in the chat. Sorry, 07's in the chat as well. Don't forget.
By the way, I enjoy
Vex
the paper
is
plates,
stirring the
Straub.
pot.
They're awesome.
All right, very aggressive towards people. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. And well, she makes a big mistake.
Shut up, Trash Panda.
She makes a tweet.
There's a reason why you're in my profile picture. Get the fuck out of here, Vinny. Bro, you guys are gonna make me, like, tear up 2 times in a stream, man. Knock it off. I'm supposed to be the tough guy here, man. I already had my daily cry for the day.
April 18th at 6:15 a.m. Posting a screenshot of an email. I have censored out. This is my...
Well, no, because what's popular to these companies is not morality. Which is why I 100% believe in Leaflet and what she's doing. My whole entire thing when I got into this was that I wanted to create a VTuber merchandise company that didn't think like that. That was literally the original dream. Me and Rat wanted to put it together.
I censor. Okay? This says from legal name with the name Kodiak.
Wow. Hey, look at that, Vex. You know, it's not that hard to white it out. Would you look at that? Clever editing, huh? All you had to do was do that. That was it. Lord.
_VT at hotmail.com. It's an email
I don't even have a Hotmail.
to Vex. And I'm not going to read this stuff because it's threatening her with all kinds of violent behavior. And she posts a screenshot of it.
Gosh, dude. Thank you for the 5 subbies, dude. But I would never say anything like this. Not a single word of this is something that would come out of my mouth. One, I value women. I am one of those men on this planet that values women no matter what. You could be the sickest, most twisted woman on the face of the earth, and I will still hold you at value. Because you can do one thing that I can't, and you can move the human race forward. Good men value that. I would never say this. So that's point number 1 of why I'm upset, chat. Is that, 1, she didn't have the courtesy to black out my full name. Now the entire internet knows it. And whoever did this wrote the most egregious lie on the face of the planet to obliterate me.
This, simply saying okay. Now, either in her rush to get attention, because I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm not. I think she thrives on attention. I think that's obvious.
Yeah.
So either in her rush to get dopamine out of posting this.
Hey, Rev, don't take this the wrong way, man, but I'm going to be a little bit upset about this. Not because of you talking about it, but because of what this whole thing means. So, if I'm looking kind of angry in the face, it is not because you're talking about it. It's because I have to look at this.
Or just out of a lack of care. Either way, she posted this screenshot with his full legal name. And we're referring to the VTuber
Oh my
Kodiak.
God. You put up the
And,
whole entire Doom Chuds
This
thing,
was obviously
dude.
not his email. Anybody with a brain knows that was not him sending this email. Why on earth would...
Hey guys, I'm surrounded by some of the best friends in the world. All the way on the left is Night Owl. That's Vinny, same guy that's in my profile picture. That's me in the center. That's my little bro Psychro. And that's my big freaking dude, fucking Dutch Matrix. All 5 of us game together. Unfortunately, due to the fact that I've been wrapped in this drama, I can't do that anymore with them. Well, I can. It's just going to take some time to get back there. But these are my buddies. Really good dudes. And they'll follow... I will follow them anywhere, and they will follow me anywhere. So, expect them to be a part of your lives if you guys are around here often.
Someone's...
Except, don't listen to that guy in the hood, the red guy. Yeah, that dude with the glowing eyes, that's Psychro. He's crazy. Just don't listen to him. And don't listen to the story he tells you about me. Just ignore him.
Send an email with their VTuber name as the handle and then address it with their legal name and then make threats.
Wait, whoa.
To a person.
Dragon, you're in here too,
Nobody
dude?
falls for that. In fact, there was a
Oh,
similar
hell,
situation.
the Dragon Man.
With Straw. It involved, and you guys know who I'm talking about if you're terminally online enough. Nyara, of all people. Nyara got an email of someone spoofing Straw saying a bunch of unhinged stuff. And
Guys. Thank you for gifting a sub off to the Dragon Man. Go buy soap, go buy tea, and do it with my code. Because I love Dragon Man. And his stuff is amazing.
Even Nyara, who is desperate for attention 24/7, even Nyara, who dislikes us, pointed out that that was a fake email and had enough restraint, more restraint than Vex, to clarify this.
Wait a minute. We're talking about the same Nyara that... We're talking about the one that's invested in child grooming, correct? Is that the same Nyara, chat? Is that the same one? Fun being at stream. It's almost been 10 in my area and I ain't even showered yet. Hey, Dragon, go get yourself a shower, buddy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Shero, thank you for the raid.
We are
Guys,
tonight's entertainment.
thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Gosh, dang it. Guys. Guys.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Thank you guys for making my night. I really, really appreciate it.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Thank you for all the follows, Governor, Lyrical, Captain Sparky, Warwick.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Shiro, thank you for your follow. I appreciate that.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Okay, Miku, thank you for your follow. The point is that Nyara, if Nyara's got the common sense not to do this to me, what makes you think that it's a good idea for you to do it? Hey, Plague Doctor, thank you for the follow over on Kick. That's my question. It's simple common sense. You know? I did something. Okay? You know what? I'm going to perform an experiment tomorrow when I have to go to Salt Lake City. I'm going to show that email to 10 people, and just random people. And I'm going to see if they can tell me if it's fake or not. Literally, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay? I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to post the results on X tomorrow. I'm just going to be like, hey, does this look like a fake email to you? And see what the results are. Just out of experimentation. Because I'm curious now.
Is not strong.
Yeah, I will say Nyara definitely could have easily posted it and been like, oh, Straub sent me hate. But Nyara had enough wherewithal and restraint to realize that
they ain't all there now, are they?
Straub would do.
It's not.
Sense.
If Nyara can do it, Vex, you.
Guys, literally, it is not about that. It's everybody keeps on confusing this with lack of intelligence. It's not lack of intelligence, guys. It's lack of morality. It's the lack and difference of right and wrong. I mean, you can be a person of faith and you can still judge the difference between right and wrong, can't you? Okay, take the faith out of that. Have a halfway decent moral compass. But none of these people have it. Exactly, Weeby. It's a lack of restraint. Exactly. I boil that down to morality. That's me personally, but they are all morally bankrupt. If you can do half the things that you can do on OF and make, you know, a freaking McDouble from McDonald's worth in value for it, I think that you need to rethink your life a little bit.
You can do it. And Vex did not. They just posted it. And the problem is, people ran with it. And it caused harm. According to Kodiak, he lost his job because someone used that email, his tweets, and sent it over to his place of employment where he was fired. And we'll talk about all that in a section in a second here, but it really contradicts immediately. Not only is it reckless, but back in December of last year, just months ago, she made
Hey, Rev, I'm gonna correct you there. They only said to me when I was walked away from my desk that I was named by name. That was it. I don't know if the email was given to them or not. I have not gotten my severance package from this place yet. I don't get that until Friday. I'm going to be taking Kirsch's advice, and most likely I am going to go after this company because I want the info. That way, subsequently, I can take that info the company gives me from the lawsuit I formed with them, and I can get whoever was in between Vex's little email and me being fired. That's my plan. It's all falling down. I am tired of her crap. I am a man who is simply doing nothing. All that I want is to find a good woman, have a couple of kids, and then have a white picket fence. That's it. I've dealt with enough terrorists. I've dealt with enough criminals. My brain is done. I have stood up in front of enough bullies in my life to last about 100 lifetimes. I just want the simple life. That's it.
this post saying, I don't care how horrible someone is to me. I'm not going to leak anyone's government name because
It's
that's
not bad,
how people
Josh.
end up offed.
Wow.
Wow. And then here she is posting someone's government name. And I don't want to hear sorry. She's going to say sorry. Whoops. You still did it.
Hey, newsflash, Rev, Straub, she already sent me a... She sent me a mini docky, and I put that in quotes, apologizing to me. Which I can't wait to show that to an attorney tomorrow. That's going to be awesome.
You were careless because you wanted likes on Twitter. You didn't care enough to check. And I don't really think, and I could be gullible, I don't think she was like, oh yeah, there's his name. Everyone's going to find it now. No, I'm going to be, I guess, naive. People call me naive. I just think she was careless. I think she was careless with it. Wanted some quick dopamine. Posted a screenshot.
Yep.
And, well, people used it. And as we'll see, we have proof of people acting on it. Or at least expressing their intention to act on it. Is that at the command of Vex? No. I'm not one of those people who are going to say she directed.
What is 3/4 of the law, chat? It's a simple question. Yeah, but there's a tweet later in the video that she literally said that she knew his real name was on the post. Intent. Intent is the word. It's the only thing I need in a civil suit. The fact that she didn't censor it is full intent. See, Rev here did not want to dox me. Therefore, he had no intention of doxing my real name. Therefore, he whited it out. See, I've got no intent or problem with Rev. You pull up the way that Vex posted it on the internet, I got a lot of problems with that one. Because she intentionally associated that name up there in the corner to every vile thing that's said here. At the least, it's slander. At the most, it's doxing. And getting me fired.
directed anybody to do anything. But when you're serving up information like this and then you go and take a snooze, you go to bed.
Wait, chatter. Let me read that out loud. She did clearly intend to ruin your life. Yeah. Quite literally. Without censoring any of that, in a court of law, she looks like she has all the intent in the world. It doesn't matter who used it. It started with her email. I could walk in there without an attorney, and I could lay that down on an evidence desk in front of a jury of 12, and I can make them believe that. Because there's intent written everywhere on that. Yep, it will.
Bed, and you leave this up for hours and hours, already during a very hostile set of situations, it's no wonder something bad happens. And she even admits, in a tweet from only months ago, that leaking a name like that can end up with very serious consequences. Consequences I guess she didn't consider in the situation.
Yeah. Guess you didn't care about me there, huh, Vex? Because this is the first time I'm seeing this tweet, too. I don't care how horrible someone is to me. I'm not going to leak anyone's government name because that's how people end up. When did you type this? December 2nd. You're telling me I lost my job and I could lose my home because you forgot something that you typed on December 2nd? Really? Ten-year military career. VA benefits. Busting my ass for 2.5 years to get rid of my cheating ex-wife. And now I'm dealing with this shit. Thank you for the 500 kicks, Max. This is why I'm frustrated. I am really tired of this. Like, period. You're telling me you ruined my life over something that you wrote in December. Huh. Literally, that entire apology you gave me means nothing.
She signed. I have an obligation.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, what are you talking about?
The other thing I thought you were going to
Hi, Ronan.
Wait, I'm gonna mute. Well, first of all, Ren with another pink super chat right to the dome. 50 saying with this last one,
Really,
I should be
it gets
back
worse?
to diamond rank on the Google Play Store ever since I gave up gacha addiction years ago. Well, good for you. I see this as a win for both of us. Yeah, actually I do. Your money is much better spent on me than gacha. I'll say it. I'll say it right now, folks. It goes towards a good cause. And
Hey, Ronan, Kamiyoshi's on the screen. When Kamiyoshi is done talking, I will get off stream and go to bed. Kamiyoshi covered my incident today and is currently watching in chat. Don't be rude. I'm kidding, buddy. I just wanted to give you crap because it felt like you were giving me crap. And you're right, I should go to bed.
I say, the cause is cause I like it. Cause I like it. And also, Daniel Santana, 07's for you as well.
Hey, Pixel, thank you for the
With
500
the 5
kicks.
gifted memberships. I am not muted. You guys fooled Straub once. You won't fool her again.
Yeah, I looked. I checked.
Thank you for the 5 gifted. L wife bro is definitely muted. Guys, you can try all you want. You're not going to manipulate me, okay? You're not going to do it. So one clarification I want to point out here before we continue is that some people have... What did you say?
Okay, so basically some people have pointed out that on Kodiak's YouTube channel, he has some videos with, I guess, his real face. And in his links below in the credit section, he does have his real Facebook linked with his real name. So I just think that's one thing to point out, that he did already technically have his real name linked to his account. However, it doesn't take away from the fact that she was careless and that he got fired because of this thing that he didn't actually do.
And the point is, I don't think anybody even knew that.
Yeah, I don't think...
The whole entire goal, guys, it's not about my name. It's about everything you affiliated with my name. That's the problem. They fired me on either SA or SH attempt. They didn't fire me because, like, I did something dumb at the workplace. Hey, Max, thank you for the gifted sub, buddy. The name... It's what you put with the name, Vex. That's why I'm mad. And that's why all of your chatters don't get it. It's got absolutely nothing to do with just you putting my name out there. That, yes, is initially ticking me off. But it's this. It's this. It's this whole paragraph of crap.
I think she was still careless. I don't think she even did the research.
The main point of all of this is it doesn't change much for me because Vex is an individual who is warned against the dangers of doing exactly what she just did, even if it might be found somewhere deep into his accounts.
Yeah.
And it has consequences.
It is relevant.
It led to bad things, including someone getting harmed. But this is an interesting little part here. Fauna Grows, a terrarium company, would actually fire.
What?
Or at least separate ways with Vex as a result of this situation. Now you can see people like this. I'm not like, this guy's done nothing wrong. But it's an example of people responding to this company separating with Vex because of everything happening and saying based. And I wanted to say based as well. I wanted to go, wow, oh cool. Small company did something good. They did the right decision. Don't get me wrong. But the person who runs this, their accounts here, and this is the same person who, by the way, on January 26th, the owner of this company said, I hope Advanced terminates your contract because, holy S, is this a bad take?
I remember this. Hey, by the way, Rev and Straub, I'm the guy that literally said F at Lala on that F Ice post of hers. That was me. And I remember this one. So you're telling me that this chick dropped Vex from her company, yet she talks like this? Oh gosh, you guys are making opponents out of yourselves. You're making it too easy.
Also, while blocking me afterwards. So they said I should lose, or I deserve to lose my contracts with Advanced because I had a bad take.
I'm not doing that, Ronan.
By the way, this is the bad take. This is the whole context. In their eyes, this was
That's
enough for
true.
me to lose
They do eat their own.
a sponsorship. So, I will not call these people based. They wanted this to happen to me, and oh,
Nope.
it gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. The absolutes, as Straub has pointed out, they're still an advanced partner, by the way. The absolutes hypocrisy. January 26th of 2026, right in the heat of the moment, they're saying I deserve to lose
Yep.
my contract. Go back.
You're right about that, Pixel.
2. January 19th of 2026.
What?
About a week earlier. They were promoting my merch
What?
with their code. This is my flavor jar. This is my flavor jar. They were promoting. 1 week prior. And then they turn around and say I deserve to lose my contract because bad take. This is what exactly I talk about, the performative virtue signaling. 1 minute they're totally fine with you, the next you're scum to them. You deserve anything that comes your way.
I found this, by the way, chat. I found all of this.
Straub did find this.
Chat. Put glowy
I want my
email.
And don't worry, they made sure
right
to
now,
promote
please.
my jar with their code so they would get the commission. But 1 week later, I'm scum of the earth. I'm scum of the earth who, where are we here? Who, deserves to have their contract terminated for bad take.
Thank you guys
It's
in
like,
chat
if
for the
you think it was a
glowy
bad
emotes.
Yep.
take, even
absolutely.
I said it was kind of a stupid
I had
tweet,
people, by the way, like Kirsha,
like your own wife.
my own wife.
I am glowing at all of this new information that I have found just because I watched a Kamiyoshi stream. Wow.
I had Kirsha, when we were talking about this on stream when I got terminated, she called this tweet regarded, okay? Fine.
Straub, you using the word retarded. Regarded.
I tried a joke here. It didn't land that
But
great.
the whole point, though,
But
is,
man, the
like, was it
tsunami.
worth losing a stupid
Oh, it
tweet,
gets
like,
better?
someone makes a dumb tweet. It's like kind of dumb.
And you
and
ask
you're gonna
yourself,
lose your sponsorship
Is
over
this
it.
worse than something, or the many things I've shown Vex doing? That's up for you to decide. But, of course, so this email goes out, and Kodiak ends up getting fired. And Vex makes a response saying, I deleted the post with the email that was sent to me last night because apparently it's coming from someone who is pretending to be Kodiak and is not actually Kodiak himself. I don't want anyone to be falsely accused. I posted the email in question because I don't believe that anyone who sends that kind of threat deserves to remain anonymous.
You're good, Roman.
But if it's causing harm to someone
You
who is
are
innocent,
fine.
it's not worth it at that point. Leave Kodiak alone and worry about the one impersonating him and apparently multiple.
Oh, we're way too late for that. What's the time on this one? Oh, Rev, I hope you show me the time on this post. Hey, if there's any Doom Chuds out there, please find this. And please give it to me with a timestamp. It's the email that say she knew that your name was here. Thank you. Thank you, Vex. Oh God, I'm super glowy right now. I am so dang glowy.
To others, the email belonging or being used to send these disgusting messages needs to be investigated. So you don't want anyone to be false.
The only reason that I haven't freaked out at this video is because of the fact that it's Rev and Straub. If it were anybody else, I would be probably yelling at my monitor.
Falsely accused, but you don't want to wait in to verify if it's him or not. And also, you're showing that you knew there was a legal name there, so I guess the little grace I can have in saying that she didn't know there was a legal name attached to it, well,
Kev, I got
right out
it.
the window, I guess. She knew there was a name and wanted accountability.
Which is weird, though, because it directly contradicts what she said back in December about...
Yeah,
No matter
so it
what
makes it even
someone
worse.
does.
So now she's not accidentally a hypocrite. She's just
Thank
a
you.
hypocrite. And at this point was willing to just wait and see what happens. And also
Thank you,
admitting
Addie.
that, yeah, it was fake. Well, no duh. Obviously it was fake. You should have known it was fake and that had malicious intentions.
Going to head to bed for the night.
Nobody
night,
would
night,
make
everybody.
an
See you
email
later,
with their
Doom
VTuber
Chud.
name and then just add in their
Love you,
legal
Vinny.
name and then make direct, actionable threats, legally actionable threats that could get you in trouble with the law. Obviously, it's not the person they're pretending to be. Should have known better. And it's basically, yeah, it's guilty until proven innocent. And, oh, well, I guess waking up later, and she said through all of this, she was asleep, so that's why there was a late response. Well, Kodiak has responded saying, well, he's talking to an attorney on Monday. And, well, I don't blame him, because he lost his job as a result of that. And this is where things really blew up last night, where Kirsha would make a post. And you can see I shared it. And that was the moment that Vex went private.
Shout out to the
I'm
Queen
touching
of
myself
Foxes.
tonight.
Kirsha, you're awesome.
And in the brief moments I was watching her Twitter, and she was very aware
Hey, David
of
Bra,
everything
thank you
happening.
for the follow.
Okay, she
dude.
was very aware. She was hiding replies, pointing out her mistakes, pointing out Kirsha's tweet, among other things. And then eventually she went private. She just gave up. Now, this is Kirsha's post. She says, while streaming, she made this post saying, "Are you actually kidding me?" Tagging Vex, who has untagged herself. She manually untagged herself, by the way.
What the hell?
Saying, "You are beyond disgusting. You're beyond a..."
Wait a minute, you can freaking do that on X? Oh, Summoner, thank you for the gifted subs, dude, on Kick. Thank you. Appreciate you. You can untag yourself? What the... Bro. I am... Don't be glowy, Cody. Don't be glowy. Don't be glowy.
A disgusting individual, and I hope you get the psychiatric help you need. You don't need to make up some fake spoofed email to defame someone, get pity points for it
I have
online,
no idea,
and
Roman.
then go after their effing job. I know you probably felt the power trip from getting Rev and Straub cut from Advanced, and are chasing the high to harm more people, but this is so insanely messed up, I do not know where to begin. This is apparently the kind of person at Advanced wants as a partner over creators who actually made them money and didn't actively try to get other creators dropped from sponsors or their real life jobs. F everyone who supports this kind of stuff, and I hope lawsuits get rightfully served to Vex, to the other scum coordinating, and to his company for wrongful termination. And she shared this clip that we'll watch. We'll listen to a little bit of this together. This is Kodiak, the individual who was affected by this situation.
10:34. So it took 30 minutes approximately. I sent DJ a message. Hey man, I just got fired from my job. Now the way that it went down from the company that I work for, whom I will not dox because I think that doxing is an evil fucking practice. And right now I have a lawyer looking into it, which I don't want to disclose on the internet. They basically came up to my desk, a guy from HR plus a security officer. Thank you, codename. From the front desk of the building, came up to my desk, and he told me, you need to pack your things. Apparently, we are firing you this morning. My first question to the guy that came up to me was like, what did I just get fired for? And basically what he told me was, we got an anonymous complaint that you have been essaying women on the internet. And this company cannot tolerate that from its employees. They stated you by first and last name, which is how we knew it was you. I didn't want to cause a fuss. They gave me one little cardboard box. Took me about 2 minutes to put all of my stuff in that box. And I calmly walked out the door.
So yeah, do you see why people are very angry about this? I mean, you can hear it in his voice. This guy's devastated. He's lost his job. And being a respectful person, he walked out the door.
Oh, hey, Reverend Straub. The Friday before, actually the Thursday night before that, my little sister Anna, who was a Frankfort County sheriff, was stabbed in an alleyway too. So I rushed all the way the fuck back to Kentucky, make sure that my sister didn't die. And then on my flight back is when Vex left this hanging on the internet. So yes, chat, this weekend has not been a great weekend for me. I still had my sister on my brain. I can't believe that I had gotten fired from my job. As much as I appreciate the support of the internet and the VTubing community as a whole, I can't express to you guys how angry I am. It would be very, very easy for me to lose control with the things that I've done in my life. I've woken up the last 2 days dealing with that. I've had to chill myself out. I go down to my freaking punching bag now when I wake up in the morning. Just so that I can vent it. So that I can be a somewhat normal human being if I have to interact with anybody. That's where I sit. Meth addict nearly takes my sister out, and then I gotta deal with some other... I appreciate all of you who have shared this. So this is worth clout to you then, Vex?
I'm touching myself tonight.
Worth it to you, huh? All right.
Door. He took it. And you guys, I know people will say, well, it's not his email. It's clearly a spoof. Like, couldn't he explain this? Guys, do you understand, like, this is the real world? Are you going to sit down with your HR department and be able to explain to them how Vex, the VTuber, is posting on social media a spoof email about your VTuber model and that it's actually someone trying to harass in his name to frame him and all these things? Do you understand how hard it is to explain this stuff to, like, a person outside of the sphere? You understand? They just see these emails, and a lot of companies and HR would say, yep, that's you. That's your name. Bye. This sucks. And according to him, he lost his job as a result of this situation. He sounds devastated, as anyone would be, for not just losing their job, but losing it completely unfairly. And this all goes back to the post itself, guys. Okay? People are making the claims that, yes, Kodiak on some of his accounts had his name. And yes, Vex didn't order people to cause any damage. But she made this post and then things transpired as a result. Not by her direct orders, but because they saw this post. Clearly. And I will demonstrate why that is a reasonable assumption to drive at. Now, of course, people come out to defend Vex and to attack Kodiak as well as Kirsha. You have this lovely individual here saying, you effing losers are brain dead. She's already made it clear that she deleted the tweets because it turned out it was someone pretending to be this guy.
You want to know what? It's too late for that. I had already lost my job before you posted that. You lefts can't be this stupid. You can't be. There is no way that human beings are this... There is no way that human beings are this dumb. There is no way.
There was no indication and no reason she needed to doubt that this guy was sending her this stuff. She didn't know who he was. There is no legal grounds against Vex. There is no punishment that she should receive. Both this guy and her are victims of this. This happened to Woolith earlier this year and a multitude of others. The same talking points that were in the...
I'm sorry, Reverend Straub, if you're listening, but fucking hell no. You are not bringing that crazy... No. Oh, no. I got enough crazy to deal with. I don't need to deal with that crazy too. No. No. No way. There is no way that two-faced person involved themselves in this. There is no way.
The email were in the Woolith one too. Stop being effing reactionary snot eaters. The dude in this video needs to present this information to his work, and I'm 10,000% sure Vex will vouch for him to get his job back. Oh yeah, that'll be great. Hey, HR, let me phone in the VTuber Vex, who's going to explain to you that this spoof email they
Really
posted
hard
on
not
their
to crash
VTuber
out right
Twitter
now. I'm
account
really
was
trying.
actually a spoof.
I hate that you have to
and
go
this
through
is all just a big misunderstanding. What world are we living in? We're talking about a normie job here. Totally delusional. I'm all for people feeling the repercussions of their actions online, and acts like this should be brought to people's employers, but this guy did nothing wrong, and what should be focused on is finding out who is doing this. Completely dismissing everything while calling him a loser and brain dead and all these people idiots, basically. Zero accountability, completely pushing this. Saying, oh, they're all just victims, and this has been going on and targeting
Trying not
other
to let the
people.
eyes roll to the back
Well,
of my head.
Kirsha had a very simple answer to that. Here's a reply to Vex's tweet sharing
shit.
his legal name.
Kirsha found
Saying,
this?
I'm pretty sure I found his job and stuff. Give me a sign, and I'll handle it, Vex.
What?
I'm touching myself tonight.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, bro. Mm-mm. You deleted this tweet before I could find it.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die.
Hey, Pan. Big Gun, thank you for the follows. This is an actual tweet. Put ones in chat if this is an actual tweet and I missed it. Yeah, you nuked the account. Oh my god, are you serious? Jesus, both of my chats. Are you... Alright. Alright.
Again, there's nothing that shows here, oh, there it is, 100% confirmed. But this is what happens when you post someone's legal information like this. You have people responding like this, showing an intent to act on it, including contacting his place of employment. And guess what happens? In the next 24 hours, he loses his job. According to Kodiak. How do you even respond to this? Acting like this came out of thin air? That there's this rogue maniac out there targeting so many people? But of course, there's a response to that. That same person saying, it won't, because a signal was never given and Vex had nothing to do with him getting fired. How about we stop trying to target someone who's getting threats and try finding the person who's actually sending the threats? So now Vex is the victim.
The very Doom Chud that backtraced that email is sitting in my chat right now. Literally. I used the information that he got me, and I already reported it to the authorities in Maine. You want to know who this guy is? This guy's a freaking Frenchman. Yeah, Weeby. We already did. They're literally up there in Maine waiting on a warrant for it. One backtrace. Literally.
See how they...
I'm a guy who knows about 6 people that work in the Pentagon every day, and I didn't even need them for this. All I had to do was ask my little... All I had to do... Hey, do you mind if I use your name? Okay, yeah, Seth's cool with it. All I had to do was wait for Seth to give me the info. And then all I did was look up, you know, the FBI federal number in Maine, and I called it. Because it's not that hard. Thank you, Elf.
Spun this whole thing.
After Rev and Straub,
Let me break it down
about
for you.
this chat,
Again.
we're gonna raid into somebody.
Vex posts an email with sensitive information,
I'm
goes to
touching
bed.
myself tonight.
During that time, some
Harlots,
people
thank you
show
for the
clear
follow.
intents to go
Elf, thank you
contact
for the
his
follow.
job. He loses his job. Then some of the, I guess, defenders come onto Twitter and say, who cares? There's someone out there doing this to everyone, and there's no proof that there was a chain of command here. No one's trying to pinpoint, no one's saying Vex ordered someone to do this. But she sure didn't help by posting that email and then leaving it up for hours and hours and hours. It's pure code, it's deflection, and yes,
I'm touching myself
you're now
tonight.
seeing her playing the role of the victim because now she's getting threats, and she would go private. That was around the time she went private, locking her account. And
I will say this until I'm blue in the face. Stop threatening her. Whoever is doing it, stop. You're making me look bad, and I can't have that right now. The last thing I wanted her to do before I walk into a lawyer's office tomorrow is her to private everything. The one thing I told everybody in my community not to do, somebody went and did it. You guys are making my life hard right now. And it's stupid.
And you can see someone with a screenshot describing the situation where she posted a tweet about ice
Oh, it's
cream
Sharky.
while this was all happening. And someone made a tweet, an obviously abhorrent one.
Hey, look at that, guys. It's my Shark Averil. Go and find her on X. She's really, really good mute of mine. Really, really good friend.
By the way, stating that, do you think when I track down and SWAT your house, it's going to go as planned? And then they talk about a situation where she could be harmed in real life. Abhorrent. If this is someone making, as we see, whoever is making this, they should be held accountable.
Not doing too good.
As much as
Foxy.
I have my issue
In
with
all
Vex,
honesty.
no, she should not be threatened. That's not acceptable. And nothing about her should
Damn
be made
right,
public
Ronan.
either.
Shork.
And as pointed out by this user, I'll do something she failed to do. And say, do not threaten people. Do not share personal information. And that goes for Vex as well. Anybody who follows my content knows that. You know this. I don't have to tell you this. You don't cross over into real life with these things. You don't threaten people. Just because this is a nasty person doesn't justify something, but this is what happened. So now she gets this post, this reply, locks everything down,
Yep.
and now people are coming to her defense and calling
You're right,
Vex
Fire.
the victim.
Yeah.
See how the narrative has changed. As if out of nowhere this whole situation happened.
And Rev's right.
Things can be all true at the same time. This person in the replies can be a terrible person who should be held accountable. But also, Vex made a huge
mistake.
mistake and shared personal information recklessly.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die.
It does not come down to who's supporting me right now, Foxy. There's nothing that anybody can do to give me what I had back. That's going to follow me on my work record for the rest of my life. No matter what I do. I could win against Vex, and I still have to carry that. There's no going back from that. It's permanent. Thank you, a Cosmic. Thank you. What if it was also bot accounts sending threats to give her excuse to lock her Twitter? She's going to have to explain it in court then. Because if she's forcing me to subpoena X, in doing so, they're going to give me her real name. Because that's literally what she's forcing me to do. Which is why locking her account and privating it during this whole fiasco was a bad move on her part. Because now I've got to threaten X, who I don't want to threaten. Which is going to make me more ticked off when I have to go after you. I don't care if her real name is public. I need the logs. I need every single tweet that this woman deleted.
In a way that was not responsible. And then people expressed intent to act upon it, and then things happened to Kodiak in real life. He had real life repercussions unfairly during this time. All these things can be true at the same time. But now we're seeing an angle here where we're supposed to act like Vex did nothing wrong and she's just being bullied and threatened and can't be held accountable for nothing.
Exactly, Fire.
Well,
that's why I need him.
She is someone who seeks attention, and attention she will receive because Asmongold has talked about this now.
Okay.
Asmongold talked about this on his stream. Now, it's a 6-minute segment. I could play it for you, but, I mean, he comes to a very basic conclusion. This sucks. It sucks this guy lost his job over this. It sucks. And also, Asmongold brings up the legal concept of tortious interference with a contract. He says it in a very funny way.
Yep.
He has a hard time pronouncing tortious interference.
Names can be public, but intent to use. Yeah, you're right.
But that's what he brings up.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
Who that applies to in this situation can go many ways. And Kodiak has expressed that he is getting a lawyer.
I am.
And that's, this is one of those situations, it's breach containment. Baldy's on the case. But this is what happens when you don't think, when you just do things, when you act reactionary. It's so funny because people like me, we get accused of being reactionaries all the time. What I saw was reactionary. She got this email right there and just wanted dopamine. She wanted a dopamine hit on Twitter and posted this. And you can see right here, as he provides, the direct reply of someone expressing intent to act upon it and to contact his place of employment. Sucks, man. And obviously, like I said, I can sum up Asmongold's coverage. It sucks. This sucks. I feel bad for Kodiak. This is an absolute mess of a situation. It's a mess all around. Should not have happened. Should not have happened at all. But this toxic cesspool that is the VTubing scene and how people feel so emboldened to constantly act so unhinged and unchecked. while crying victim all the time. And then,
I know.
when they
Air
make a
Max,
serious
I know.
mistake and put someone in a vulnerable situation, just say oopsie whoopsie. And it just goes back to so many things and why I personally have a gripe with this individual. Just a crazy situation. And support Kodiak. If someone can put a link to at least his Twitter
What?
in the replies, I'm literally logged out of the chat. If Straub, if you're listening, if you can help, or a mod or someone, just drop his link to his account if people want to go support him and check out his stuff. Because this whole thing is completely unfair. Let me try to find it here. Here's his account. That's his handle. It's at Kodiak, KODIAK _VT on Twitter. Give him a follow. Show some love. Because this is a tough situation. We should not be having this happen. Straub's got it. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
It should
I
not
know.
be happening. At all. But, that's
Yeah,
the
he is,
situation. Definitely was something I wanted to cover on stream to be able to digest this with you guys. It's not a black and white situation.
He is, Josh.
There's his link, guys. Go check him out, okay? There's the link to Kodiak's Twitter. You can find his handles from there. Okay, Straub just linked it in the chat. Let's help this guy out. This is a crappy situation, and unfortunately, as I was about to say, I don't think this is really the end of it. But I wanted to get people up to date. And again, you know, in my coverage of this, if I said anything unfair, please let me know. Because I believe all I'm doing is talking about what's right in our face. And that we're dealing with a messy situation caused by just unnecessary hostility on the internet. That's crossed over into real life. But yeah, make sure to check out all of his links there. And yeah, a Gundam fan, one of us, yeah. Very,
Damn
very
it.
good. But that,
Oh.
right now, that's what I got for the situation.
Heavy Arms customer die, Rev.
And I think you guys can appreciate, you know, I'm
Troll
not trying to get
Barton's
into
my
anything
hero.
advanced to go into this. But you understand where I'm coming from and where Vex
Thank you, Ross.
placed herself into this sphere of influence for me back in January.
Oh, it is?
And it's continued
Oh, well.
ever since. It really has. But let's just let's wrap up the supers and get caught up before we head out here, guys. This has been one of those streams, guys. One of those streams.